play you one more song, then we'll have a break. I'm not going to be coy about this. I've got a load of CDs. Go and buy them. There you go. Why should I be modest? And I've seen so many strategies for people selling CDs over the years. Everybody knows they're there. One of the worst was a band at a festival playing to a family audience. Said, kids, if your parents don't buy you one of our CDs, you may ask, do they really love you? Didn't sell any that day. How can I phrase this delicately? Let me have a think. In my town, stuff is going on. We are being drawn into emotional battlegrounds. And my dad was funny like that. He didn't believe you should talk about stuff. He may have had a point, really. He said there's only one set of troubles that people sort of spread around by talking too much. That was my dad's theory. But we're supposed to talk about everything these days. And so very often I go home to my house and there'll be a friend of my wife's in tears in the kitchen drinking my wine. And I just want to go away. Drives me mad. You get drawn into having to take sides in these marital things that are going on, and if you're not very careful, you do get drawn in. So this is about watching someone you know drift towards yet another emotional shipwreck, and no matter what you seem to be able to say, nothing stops it. And there seems to be this relationship between how profoundly you advise someone and how badly they turn on you later. I don't know quite how that works. And worst of all, about 6 months ago, somebody said to me, what did you really, really think of my ex? And you really want to know? I said, yeah, you really want to know. And I told them, and I saw them back together again last week. Glared at me, like it was my fault. So this is called The Rocks. And it's all about that situation of, oh, not again. See you after, during, and perhaps the break. The Rocks. Honey, don't go down that road, that way lie the rocks. And you don't want to end up on that shore. That's the sea you hear roaring. It's not a haven nor the docks. So please don't go down that road no more. Honey, don't go down that road. The tide is on the turn. You'll be caught between the shoreline and the strand. There's no driftwood there to follow. No, there's no footpath you can follow. There's no driftwood there to burn. So find yourself a solid place to stand. You think one more glass of wine, it won't go to your head. And taking out more than you earn won't put you in the red. If you're not running from your devils, then you're taking them to bed. So please don't go down that road no more. Honey, don't go down that road. You know that you react to each hook and line and feather that you're cast. Start reaching for the same old bait, springing the same old trap. Why don't you learn some lessons from the past? I've seen you slam the door behind you, so stop trying to get in. You're asking for direction, but where do I begin? Write down your own phone number, remember your own pin. Please don't go down that road no more. Get yourself and a map and a compass. Your reason will do the rest. But please don't go down that road no more. If you won't learn, then what's this journey for? Come on, brace yourself. Let's open up this door. But please don't go down that road no more. That's for Rob. See you later. Thank you.